Aberdeen finding their passes. All the way back. Aberdeen finding their passes. More and more pressure on the ball here. Armstrong. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Here comes the cross. Cleared away. Armstrong.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He is through here. Great defending, strong and determined.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up.
And the finish! That carried quite a threat. Aberdeen with the corner, they're first. Aberdeen are looking to go forward now. This looks promising. He's one-on-one! There's the shot! And it's come back out to him. He's delivered all right! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
A 1-0 lead established. Good effort from distance. And it's hit the woodwork and out. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And we're underway.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he? And uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always have. He gets big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's Rooney. Threads one in. Oh, super ball. Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well timed, excellent interception. Ronaldinho. Now that looks a decent ball. Now that's well seen too. Gavi. Now it's Ronaldinho. What a throw in. And it's Ronaldinho. Can he latch on to this? Corner given. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And they've got rid. Fenerbahce have the chance to go the other way. Gavi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he welcomes it in. Pedri. Kupchu. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Now it's Gavi. And the through ball. Look at the space here. Chance! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goals should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Aimed beyond the defence. In by Rooney. And that should get the job done. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, that looks a good ball through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has not gone well. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Batistuta. In by Rooney. Pedri attempts a clearance. And it's Lopez. Shapes to shoot! Backward it goes. Darren Fletcher. And this is Batistuta. He's gone direct here. Knocks it into space. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
To Osimhen. And he's there to get it away. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. Ronaldinho. This looks promising. Shot could be on. Gavi! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Pedri.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great pressure, plenty of it. He's a sharp little ball here. Upamecano makes the interception. Grimaldo. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gavi. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Adams. Darren Fletcher. Now it's Mbappe. And the through ball. Picked out, brilliant shoots! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Fenerbahce take the lead. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Ronaldinho. Ferdinand does well to get it back. And it's half-time here. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow.
Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Batistuta tries to play it through. He's got away. Rooney hoisted in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Played it again. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fermin. Mbappe. Oh, well played, well played. Barcelona needing a change of fortune here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Batistuta. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Upamecano with a fine tackle. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And now they can spring out of defence. Gavi has created one goal already. Oh, that's fabulous. Ronaldinho plays it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's Rooney! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rooney. Now this could be a chance. In by Rooney. He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. It's their second corner of the game. That pass isn't the best. Ronaldinho pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Yamal, Pedri, that is ended up in no man's land. Oh, look at the space here. Climbs up big. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Can he get onto this? And he's managed to get free. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, it's played into the area. He's cut it out. Ribery. And the counter is on. Looking to play him in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be...
Decent chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Mebاشer take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win. And the shot! 75 minutes played. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's Pedri. Over to the left. Pass somewhat off target. He is through here. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Oh, good-looking ball. Chance here to counter. No luck with that dink over the top. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ronaldinho providing an out. Big chance! And it's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The pass has gone astray. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Batistuta. He's having a shot! Off the post! They've scored! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just...
Decent chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Barcelona finding their passes, and he's picked out the run. And the finish! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pele, look at this, tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Kawasaki Frontale with the corner, there first. They've played it short. Chance, surely! They've done it! And again they hit the front. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Can he get on the end of this? Osimhen! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Yamal. Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a good foot in there. That is ended up in no man's land. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Turan. Kawasaki Frontale looking to pass their way through. Well read, nice interception. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Cruyff. Searching pass he's played there. Ronaldo is there, and he can get that clear.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cruyff, who does have an assist to his name. Owen! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And they're quick to get it back. Pelé. Beckenbauer. And here's Owen. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Pass somewhat off target. Beckenbauer has found the net here, of course. Pelé. And it's Vieira. Ball played for Nesta. It's a throw-in. And it's Pedri. Passes short and sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Owen. That has been slung wide. That's been cut out. Well played. Upamecano. Kukcu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pelé. Beckenbauer. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's well spotted. And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's been given away. He's picked his way through. Now, can they get him away? Nesta. Beckenbauer. Maldini. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vieira. Beckenbauer. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Pelé. Nesta. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Now it's Owen.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Nesta. Almost an hour gone. And smartly reclaimed. And he's found a way past. shoots! They've scored! And this is getting better and better.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the lead now is 2. Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And it's Lopez. Fermin going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vieira. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. Cruyff is fouled. And it's Thuram. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. That's Maldini. Messi. Rijkaard. And it's Maldini. Nesta.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Stood up well to him there. Knocks it out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot! And it's in!
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Messi, and he's lost his man here.
Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short.
Oh, he's been chance!
Kawasaki Frontal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
No way through. And it's come back to the keeper. Maldini. And it's with the keeper. Leicester. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
You know, Peter, even from up here, I can sense a quiet determination from Rivaldo. Someone who's always let his football do the talking.
Yeah, and his shooting especially. He has one of those genuinely piercing shots.
And tremendous skill as well, and imagination.
He's got away. It's Dembele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Rivaldo with the short one. Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. Ronaldinho. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Dembele. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Corner number 2 then. Keeper has taken decisive action. Gavi does well to get it back. Fletcher. Kukcu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's well spotted. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Owen.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Decent chance! Gavi. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he cuts out the supply. Plays the return pass. Played through into space. Bonucci. Rivaldo. Well timed, excellent interception. Plays it through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Kukcu. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Makalele. No, it's Dembele. Grimaldo. And it's Kukcu. And it's Grimaldo. Osimhen. Gavi! And for a moment, time stood still. Gavi. Now it's Osimhen. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Dembele, he's had a shot! So, third corner of the game. Rivaldo goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good take in a good area. Threads one in. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. Bonucci makes the interception.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Koundé
Il quarto uomo
bumps it off it and wins back the ball. Owen, that was good alertness. That's been cut out, well played. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's Dembele. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Vinicius Junior. And this is Dembele. No way through there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Owen. Oh, easy pickings there. And he shoots! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's got the beating of his man. Out of play for a throw. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vinicius Junior. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. Pedri kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Makaleli. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's being shifted off it. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Yamal. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Darren Fletcher. Owen. Spread out to the left. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Dembele. And he's managed to get from... And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Roberto Carlos. And this is Dembele. And he's... Can he finish? He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, well played. Tries to get it clear. He's found a way past. And here's Vinicius Junior. Julie. And the shot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do.
Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Ronaldinho. Now it's Rooney. Costa Curta cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Messi. And this is Rooney. Swings it across. Grimaldo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
That's positional goals. The utilisation.
Oh, smashing header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get it through? Olise. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Knocks it out wide. Low tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. And that is a little undercooked. Makaleli. Gives it back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Dembele. Makaleli. Fermin. Kukcu. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, they do say all roads lead to Rome, and perhaps it's also true to add that all Roman roads lead to the Olimpico. This gargantuan amphitheatre rarely fails to deliver, certainly when it comes to providing sporting entertainment of the highest order. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
Looking to play him in. Oh, it's come loose. He's in a great position here. Chance for a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Turns and goes back. And a chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff gets a foot in here. He's found a way through. Bale. Chance! Now, in for the pieces. Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. No way through. Now it's Bale. Now they could break here. Bale, good driving run. Oh, super ball. Ronaldinho. Grimaldo. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. They've won a corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's in a good position here. Plenty to aim at here. And now they can spring out of defence. And the counter is on. Great vision.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Gavi. Ronaldinho. Kukçu. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Maradona. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without hesitation. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's managed to get free.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Koundé. Kukçu. Pedri. And Yamal. He has found a way through. Looking for the run. Yamal. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Gavi. Gavi puts his foot on the gas. Ronaldinho could try cutting inside here. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Now it's Bale. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Yamal. Zanetti wins the duel this time. Yamal, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, played through for the wide man. Upamecano tries to clear. Osimhen.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Zanetti. Gavi. Defending was strong and firm. Can he get it through? Spread it left. Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception, well timed. And he can clear it away. And it's Pedri. And he's running through. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Such good technique.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. It's Bale! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Bale, looking for options for movement. Grimaldo. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Pirlo. And the whistle goes for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bale going full steam ahead down the left flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was late. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Christ, actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Italy have their second corner now. Kukçu. Gavi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Ronaldinho. Nicked it back promptly.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Cantona. Bergomi. Now, can they get him away? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Back into the middle. Gavi has it in a wide position. Brilliantly cut out. Cannavaro is there and he can get that clear.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
He's a sharp little ball here. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 14. Lascia il campo per il numero 22.
Barcelona
Attenzione,
finding their
sostituzione.
passes. That has not gone well. He's got away. Rooney! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bale. Bale looking to add to his goal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now there's a fine ball. Terrific header. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's picked his way through. Kupchu.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. Can he finish? And he's heaved it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. 75 minutes played. And it's Pedri. He's in space and looking for options. Now it's Cantona. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Picked out, shot a goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero
Number
18.
3 coming up.
Bale. Numero 8. Viena.
Tries to get it clear.
Campo per il numero 80.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Lopez. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Just one goal in it now. Game on! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Grimaldo. And it's Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Plays it across. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. A horrible blip, a horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And that will be it. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that...
Osimhen! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Rivaldo. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pull it. Oh, shooting chance! Now it's Rivaldo. Now it's shot at goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Shoots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Engages and forces him off the ball. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Davids kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for the run. Yamal receives it in a wide position, and he's managed to get free. Rooney, and he welcomes it in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Osimhen. That is good alertness. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance! Goal! Fenerbahce! Fenerbahce take the lead.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Threads one in. Tries to play it through. Rivaldo. And it's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
No, that's been intercepted.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Looking for options for movement. Yamal. Shot, surely! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful.
Bastoni with the foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, this looks sharp. Osimhen is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Bullet! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Ronaldinho, who's steaming forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Lam gets over and intercepts, and he's been shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. And bullet! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. He's having a go! Kinnick! That's wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Into the lead once more. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he's picked it up out wide. Serves up across. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Good-looking ball. Rivaldo. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Osimhen. And he's in on the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. This ended up in no man's land. Yamal. And it's been played through. Oh, he's bustling through. It's Rooney! And the ball's come. Oh, he's been caught napping. Big chance! It's hit the crossbar. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. And we're talking fractions. That was a great try. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Yamal. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Rooney. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And a play for a throw. Aimed beyond the defence. Lofted it. It's a mighty effort! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Barcelona are still behind then, despite looking for all the world like they pulled level. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Kukcu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Yamal. Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. And here's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a good ball through. Pedri. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And no, that was never going to make it. Distributed tidily. And he's quick to snatch it back. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Ronaldo gets rid without sophistication. Crosses it in here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Fenerbahce are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.500.
He's had it nicked away. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's well spotted. Fermin. Grimaldo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out to the left flank. And that's definitely not his best. Knocks it out wide.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pullet gets into a good position. Has crossed into the middle. Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 4.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Osimhen, he is onto this. Spread out to the left. Back into the middle.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, well played. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Messi. He's in space and looking for options. Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! And it's hit the woodwork again! Lahm, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's through here. Now there's a Rivaldo! Pedri, nicely spread. The most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the through ball. And a chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Oh, what has happened here? Koundé. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. So it's away we go then. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail for every win. Alarm. Pressing high and with purpose. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's come to nothing. It's a searching pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Fermin. Ronaldinho going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's got away. Ronaldinho will not want to... Rooney! Goal! Barcelona! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So, a breakthrough already. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's made sure that's not getting through. No way through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's been played through, and he's managed to get free. Upamecano pokes it out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Knocks it into space. It's Rooney! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Yaya Toure. Spread out to the left. Yaya Toure, that's a shade optimistic. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Grimaldo. He came in hard, very hard. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Yamal. That has not gone well. Pele looks to get on the end of this. Nesta. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Rooney. Rooney going face-to-face with his great rival. Grimaldo makes the interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He's in plenty of space here. That's good play. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nice, ended up in no man's land. Ronaldinho, who's set up one goal so far. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot, goal! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Toure gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking.
He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Ronaldinho. Rooney. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter.
And he shoots! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted. Takes the shot! And he couldn't keep it down.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Threads one in. That is good alertness. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. Bastoni deals with that comfortably.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zico. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Lopez. This might... Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Another one. This must be his personal high. He's having a shot. He's put his foot right through that one.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Grimaldo running with the ball. Upamecano. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Pass is just off target.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Now it's Pelé. Pelé! Sticks it away! And that really is so impressive. Turkey can have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Strong running down that left flank. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Rooney, el dorsal 3, el dorsal 13, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 11.
Might be danger here.
Serán sustituidos por
Gavi finds
el
himself
dorsal
offside.
35, el dorsal 24, el dorsal 2, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 17. Messi.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Now, can they get it back?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Can he finish? No mistake! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. He's having a go! Oh, terrific save.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. He's cut it out. It's a lovely, neat pass. And it's lofted through here. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the shot! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! And he's missed it.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Zico. Ronaldinho. That's very neat. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Oh, really well played.
Showing good feet. And he's had a hit! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Lam gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's well spotted. And the pass is intercepted. Gavi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Messi. Shot could be on. Good read, needed to be. Cruyff. And it's Zico. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho goes on a run down the left wing. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Zico. Koundé does well to get it back. And this is Pelé. Out to the right.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And Messi! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way. Messi! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that was his 20th goal. That's that, the end. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Rooney showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. Good read, needed to be. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, can they get him away? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's a throw-in. Scholes wins the duel this time. Played out towards the right wing. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Batistuta. Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And the finish! Contact was certainly crisp. Didn't quite come off.
Well, he certainly got enough purchase on it. Now he's got to think a little bit more about the accuracy.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come...
And Batistuta! Goal! Greece! And it's Greece who take the lead.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. Ronaldinho. Fermin in acres of space out wide. Camavinga. Now he's got space here. He's all... Batistuta! Oh, it's hit the post. Now it's Yamal.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great shapes to shoot! In he goes again. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Rivaldo looking to get on the end of this. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Floated through. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance! Straight at the keeper.
Koundé might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Neymar. 30 minutes gone. He's found a way through. Neymar. This is promising. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal. Rooney is flagged offside. Opts for safety.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rivaldo. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Camavinga. And that has left him in a heap. David Villa. Kunde producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Good ball over the top. Oh, well played, well played.
There will be
Well, a clinch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half. Decent chance! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Pete?
Great chance! He's scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward. Rooney! They would have been quick to recover this. Neymar. No way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Yamal. Takes aim and crosses. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Kamavinga. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And he's forced to go back. That's an imaginative pass. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Kamavinga. Rivaldo tries to thread one through, and he plays one through. Rimaldo.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Now it's Ronaldinho, and it's Grimaldo. He's in plenty of space here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Ronaldinho, brilliantly cut out. Rivaldo, who does have an assist to his name. Grimaldo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Grimaldo did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Fermin. Looking to play him in. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Gavi. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ronaldinho.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gavi Spread it left. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Olise. Ball played for Kokchu. Into the last quarter of an hour. That's a good ball out wide. Can he get onto this? He is through here.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's a risky ball. Oh no, this does not look good. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. Schmeichel looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Greece go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it. Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
So here comes a substitution. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he could feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Scholes. Camavinga. And it's Batistuta. He's beaten the last man. And the through ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution for Greece, number 11.
Greece making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Grimaldo. Now it's Ronaldinho. Crosses it in here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Ball struck. Pedri!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Messi. He's found a way through. Kokchu. Gavi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Osimhen. They're urging him. And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
This is turning into a repeat offenders affair. The keepers won't be complaining, though.
22, Rivaldo. Coming on to replace him is number 13, Bellingham.
Greece clearly now in lead preservation mode. Lampard, that's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. That has not gone well. And that is that. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Rooney becomes the latest member of the 300 club, another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't...
It's Lewandowski! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
The most accurate pass. Yamal. He has found the way through. Rooney. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Besiktas are looking to go forward now. That's a little off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So what can they make of this? Just the keeper to beat! Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Gavi applies the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Gavi is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, that's a key interception. Over to the left. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Lewandowski. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Besiktas! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Tries from a long way out. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Ronaldinho. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Played out to the left flank. No, that's been intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get it through? That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ronaldinho. Hangs in a crop. He's got tall. Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's been played through. Adams getting this one clear. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now it's Lewandowski, and he's found a way past. Torres with a beautifully timed run. Stojkovic. Oh, what has happened here? Climbs up big. No mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Besiktas are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Oh, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
It's a really well-measured ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Stojkovic, pass somewhat off target. Now it's Gavi. It's a promising position. Hakimi proves too strong. And they've got rid. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Ronaldinho. Some resolute defending there. Out of play for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Fernando Torres. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen and the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Yamal gets into a good position. Conte. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Lewandowski.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
It'll be a throw-in. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Ronaldinho. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. He's a sharp little ball here. Gavi. Pedri. Referee's given a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 7, el dorsal
Ruben
3,
Dias,
el dorsal 13.
Koundé,
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17, Messi, el dorsal 10, el dorsal
Stojkovic
24,
cuts it out.
el dorsal 2.
Stojkovic is there to clear. Now it's Lopez. Can he get on the end of this? Grimaldo. No way through. Nicely weighted ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's hoisted clear. And that has left him in a heap. And the pass is intercepted. Now that's well seen too. Torres. Pedri. Kukçu. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Torres! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Cross in, looks like a good one. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That's really well manoeuvred.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And it's Pedri. And he's managed to get rid. Torres receives it in a good position here. And Torres! And that would have been some goal.
Fernando Torres certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Not the most accurate pass. He can run onto that. Now that is a hefty challenge. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered.
Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here.
El dorsal 18.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Kukçu. That pass isn't the best. Fermin. Nicely spread. And it's Messi. Hakimi does really well. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. So that's got things underway.
Well, this is a real privilege, Peter. There's an iconic number 10 below us.
You refer, of course, to the great Zico.
I do indeed, arguably the best of his time, and while he thrived in the number 10 role, he could play in any offensive position on the pitch, really.
We'll just sit back and enjoy him.
An easy watch, Peter.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bastoni deals with that comfortably. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
This ended up in no man's land. He shifted it to the flank. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to play it through. Rooney. And that has been clubbed away. Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. The ball is loose and the chase is on. In it comes. And they've got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. Now it's Van Basten. And he's intervened well there. Ronaldo.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Rooney, and the flag has stayed down. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pedri, lovely pass, but can he get there? Short changes him with that pass. Here comes the cross. Ronaldinho! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Ronaldinho instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
This is Batistuta. Pass somewhat off target. Distributed tidily. Well read, nice interception. And here's Van Basten. Gavi played out to the left flank. Oh, nicely intercepted. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Good ball over the top. No luck with that dink over the top. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Kupchu. Oh, that's a key interception. That has not gone well. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Batistuta. Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Antalyaspor with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Right card. No, again there's no way through. Petit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Deep into stoppage time. Now he's got space here. But referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the second half gets underway. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Over to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Look at the shot at goal! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And he's done it again. He's got his... Can he finish? No mistake. Back to within one. Interesting. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's got full. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Out to the right. And that could set him on his way. So much time and space here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Antalyaspor with this to equalise. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
A slight slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Antalyaspor.
Chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona take the lead. Ball comes in. Van Basten! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
So time for
4.
change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
El dorsal 13.
Pressing's intense and it's paid off.
El dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 45.
Koundé,
El dorsal 24.
Messi.
El dorsal 2. El dorsal 10.
And it's Koundé.
El dorsal 17. Messi.
Koundé. Great vision. The most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's got away. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Fermin simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
Big header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Aims beyond the defence. It's Van Basten! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Just about up to 75 minutes. It's a promising position. Chiellini getting this one clear. Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, that looks a decent ball. Quality ball. Batistuta. And the pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Not much subtlety about that challenge. This looks promising. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Well, there's the clearance. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spread it left. Can he get it through? Turns and goes back. Zico. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Rijkaard. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Probing pass. That has been slung wide. Great ball if he can get there. And he's onside. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nicely weighted ball. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Oh, shooting chance! Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear.
Habrá
Played into
6 minutos
space.
de descuento.
And smartly reclaimed. And this is Batistuta. That pass has been well intercepted. He's free, he has got space. Oh, that's well spotted. Fermin. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it out wide. Zico. Kukchu promptly onto that, and that is that. Swung over. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's that, the end. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Kukchu picking up the match. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah,
Can he finish? Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Lamine Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Pau Kubasi clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bellingham. He's through and all alone! Bellingham! And that's put paid to a promising move. Played out towards the right wing. Koundé. Over to the left. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking for options for movement.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he...
He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bellingham. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Kukçu. Al-Saad finding their passes. Nicely spread. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries a shot! He's scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Al-Saad have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
That has ended up in no man's land. Somewhat off target. Grimaldo. Kukçu. It's come to nothing. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodri. That's been slipped through. He's got away. He's had a shot! Kukçu gets it clear. Throw it. Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the right. Pedri. He's looking wide. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Al-Saad are looking to go forward now.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Out towards the flank. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Belling. Kukçu. And it's Grimaldo. And he's picked it up out wide. That's the throw. Ronaldinho. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Gavi. Foot in.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's found a way through. Kukçu gets into some space. That could spell trouble. Out to the left it goes. He's a sharp little ball here. Kimmich.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Kukçu. Gavi. Played out to the left flank. Could move up a gear here. Wriggles his way through. Now it's Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Kimmich can get it clear. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you're just back from your... It's Asa! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Mbappe. Kukçu has it out wide and in space. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Yamal. Pedri. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's run loose here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's made its way to him. Pedri. Gavi. In with the challenge. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Yamal. Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Rooney! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona get their fourth corner. Ronaldinho goes short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Grimaldo. Not the most accurate
La
pass.
asistencia a este partido asciende a
No luck with that
96.847
dink over the top.
espectadores.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
That's tidy. And it's Kukçu. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have got
3.
changes here
El
from both
dorsal
sides, in
13.
fact.
El dorsal 11.
Olise gets it away.
Rooney.
This looks and the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
El dorsal 24. El dorsal 2.
Nice
El dorsal
control.
17. Messi. El dorsal
Ronaldinho.
45. El dorsal
Osimhen.
10. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And smartly reclaimed. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, it's fallen kindly here! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
No way through. Back into the middle. Rodri cuts it out. Great vision. Oh, super ball. Osimhen finds himself offside. That pass isn't the best. Kukçu. Good ball, good take. Now it's Kukçu. He's picked his way through. Real chance!
Kukçu really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
It's their second corner of the game. Pedri tries to clear. Played out wide. Now it's Kukçu. And it's Kimmich. Kukçu. Messi. Pedri. Kimmich cuts out the pass. Ronaldo gets across to intercept that. Osimhen receives it in a good position here. Messi. Al-Sadd looking to pass their way through. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's really well cleared. Pedri. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who are able to do that at the highest level like him.
Played back in. And it's Gavi. Spread it left. He's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gavi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Yamal, and the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Syria have the chance to go the other way. Threads one in, and there's green grass ahead of him. Terrific header! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's shifting through the gears here. Grimaldo with the clearance. That has not gone well. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Upamecano getting this one clear. Spread out to the left. Searching pass he's played there. Nicely worked. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Rooney. Ooh, perfectly measured that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a throw-in. Chu looking tidy in possession here. Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking to play him in. Rummenigge. Defending of the desperate variety and claimed it back swiftly.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Cross needs to be good. Thuram can get it clear. Cruyff has created one goal already. Now, can they get him away?
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to reset.
Shot, surely! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And it's Grimaldo. Rooney. Who played through for the wide man. Oh, what a ball! Goes for a shot! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Syria find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Seedorf just eases him off the ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Koundé was somewhat off target. Cruyff shifted it to the flank. And the counter is on. And the first half is done. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que no pierdan de vista a sus hijos durante el partido.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Yamal. That has been slung wide. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yamal. Time and again they are repelled. Rooney.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gavi. Grimaldo in acres of space out wide. And it's Ronaldinho, played out wide. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Barcelona have reclaimed it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. He can get that clear. Forwards and with intent.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
Edmilson. He's picked his way through. Picked out brilliantly. Cruyff with the cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 3, el dorsal 13, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 11.
Seedorf plays it short.
El dorsal 45.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
El dorsal 2.
And now they can spring out of defence.
El dorsal 17. Messi, cambio de jugadores.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Could go all the way here. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Toure with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And it's Rooney.
Oh, really well played.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Fermin. That's a good ball out wide. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rummenigge. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Great vision. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That's a good run down the left. Rummenigge. It's a pretty loose pass. Fermin. That's beautifully weighted. Osimhen gets flagged offside. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for options for movement. Very nicely done. Good spot that. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, no circumventing this opponent. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. He's not got that quite right. Pedri getting this one clear. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi carries the ball down the right. Aims beyond the defence. Edmilson. It's Seedorf. Short changes him with that pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Syria clearly now in lead preservation mode.
2 minutos de descuento.
Good take, and it shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Syria are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And that is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
A continuación,
Sir Jim.